make something that's going wrong right. Better call Bacon.
A cemetery under scrutiny.
Our investigation found Royal Palm South in St. Petersburg buried a woman in someone else's prepaid plot, leaving the family of another woman unable to bury her beside her husband. The cemetery turned our cameras away, but not today. They had to deal with a state investigator. 8 News site investigator Shannon Benkin joining us now with an update, and you were there as well when the state showed up, so no hiding today.
No hiding. They can't turn away the state, and state regulators want to know what went wrong and what can be done to make this right.
An investigator with Florida's Division of Funerals, Cemetery, and Consumer Services showed up at Royal Palm South looking for answers. By his side was the family of Cheryl Maxwell. Our Better Call Bacon investigation found that someone else was mistakenly buried in Cheryl's plot. So instead of lying at rest beside her husband, Cheryl's body was temporarily sent to this mausoleum in early March.
I shouldn't have to go through this. It's so hurtful. They've been dishonest with me. It's a reflection on my family.
The investigator stood at the gravesite and assured the family he'd find out how this happened. Here's what I know so far. Cemetery owner Clifford Work, through his company Work & Son, has numerous complaints from families about the 3 cemeteries he owns. Families complain of tire tracks over stones and neglect. Even the mausoleum where Cheryl's body is now has been deemed unsafe and ordered secured by St. Petersburg code enforcement. Despite all of this, Clifford is getting a salary of $100,000 after a bankruptcy trustee hired him to continue managing the cemeteries. Court records show his son Matthew is getting $25,000 a year for maintenance. Cheryl's family is furious.
I just can't understand why he's getting paid so much money, $100,000 a year, to manage something that he's not really managing.
City officials say that they've been told that the bankruptcy trustee has hired a contractor to resolve the multiple code violations.
Well, was the investigator able to talk to anybody at the cemetery and help start resolving this problem?
Yes, the investigator met with staff there. He also can demand records that would show where these 2 women were supposed to be buried. He can serve as a mediator. He hopes to serve as a mediator and try to work out something between these 2 families, because this is a very tough situation.
Yeah, sensitive, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Shannon. And if you have a problem that you want solved, you better call Becca. The telephone